If you thought the dinosaurs' death 66 million years ago was the biggest disaster Earth ever faced, you better think again. Scientists now believe there may have been more mass extinctions than the famous Big Five, and some were even more catastrophic. But here's the kicker, these victims left almost no trace behind. Back in the 1970s, a scientist named Jack Sepkowski took on one of the most ambitious fossil hunts ever. But instead of digging in the dirt, he dug through dusty piles of research, cataloging every known ocean-dwelling species. It was tedious work, but what he uncovered changed paleontology forever. Sepkowski's data revealed 5 catastrophic die-offs in Earth's history, now famously known as the Big Five mass extinctions. These include the end Permian, where more than 90% of all species vanished, and the dinosaur-killing asteroid 66 million years ago. For decades, these were thought to be the biggest disasters life had ever faced. But the Big Five might not tell the whole story. Take the Great Oxygenation Event 2.3 billion years ago. Earth's skies were toxic, filled with methane and carbon dioxide. Then, tiny microbes called cyanobacteria appeared, breathing sunlight and releasing a strange, deadly gas, oxygen. At first, oxygen was poison. It rusted iron in the oceans, turning them blood red. It choked the atmosphere, wiping out nearly every life form that couldn't adapt. This mass extinction is known as the Great Oxygenation or Oxidation Event, Earth's first apocalypse. But in that destruction, something new was born. Oxygen made the ozone layer, shielding Earth from deadly radiation. It fueled energy, powering more complex life. From that chaos, the first plants, animals, and eventually us, emerged. The very air we breathe was once the world's greatest killer, and it reminds us that sometimes an ending can also be the beginning of something new. But here's the twist. Those victims were microscopic. They left almost no trace in the fossil record, and that's a big problem, because fossils only capture a tiny fraction of life's story. Less than 1% of all species ever get preserved, and even then, the record is patchy. Entire chapters of Earth's history are missing. So how do scientists fill the gaps? They use clever math. Paleontologists use statistical models to correct for bias in the fossil record, and when they do, the picture changes. Instead of just 5 mass extinctions, some studies suggest 8, maybe even 11. Think about that, 11 times life on Earth was nearly erased. Each event reshaped evolution in its own way. Some, like the end Permian, wiped out over 80% of species but left the main branches intact. Others, like the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, targeted certain groups, clearing the stage for mammals and eventually you and I. So how many mass extinctions have there really been? The truth is complicated, but one thing is clear. Earth has been rebooted more times than most of us realize, and every extinction isn't just a story of loss, it's a story of survival, adaptation, and life finding a way.